Thank you for joining us. The Lagos State Chamber of Commerce and Industry has said that it worried about the 360.4% increase in Nigeria's public debt from 10.04 trillion naira in 2013 to 46.25 trillion naira in 2023. In a statement signed by its Director General, the Chamber said the Nigeria's debt burden called for great concern, especially in the face of stunted revenue growth, large presence of decaying infrastructure, and the sustainable burden of oil subsidy overhang. According to the statement, the ratio of debt service to government revenue at about 90% remains alarming and unsustainable. The Chamber further advised the government to shift focus to equity financing, investment or shedding of its equity holdings in state-owned enterprises, real estate and infrastructure to reduce its debt commitments and improve its fiscal situation. It said both capital and interest payment on borrowed sum expose the country's fiscal vulnerabilities and that the government should, as a matter of urgency, emphasize strategies for revenue growth while blocking leakages. The Manufacturing Association of Nigeria has said a major setback that plagued the productive sector in 2022 was the introduction of an excise duty of 10 naira per litre on all non-alcoholic carbonated and sweetening beverages in the country. The association stated this in a statement in which it hailed the government for suspending the excise duty, which was part of a new policy introduced in the Finance Act signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari on December 31, 2021, alongside the 2022 Appropriation Bill. According to the association, although the expected revenue was projected at 81 billion naira from 2021 to 2025, the potential loss to the government in other forms of taxes and revenue cuts left much to be desired. The association also noted that the proposed interest increase in excise on beer, wines and spirits, tobacco and non-alcoholic beverages in 2023 became another nightmare to the sector struggling for survival amid evident setbacks occasioned by naira scarcity, forest crunch, and infrastructure deficit. According to the association, the development comes as a huge relief to its members across the federation and will signpost the administration's support for the sustenance of manufacturing in Nigeria on the score. It also said it had received the understanding of the government on the introduction of a 0.5% import surcharge, which was meant to fulfill Nigeria's obligation to the Continental Agreement in the implementation of Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The Lagos State government on Thursday said the proposed jetty project in Amodofin local government area would increase several opportunities when actualized. The Permanent Secretary, Office of Environmental Services, Dr. Gaji Omobolaji, said this at a meeting with a stakeholder on the proposed construction of a barge jetty and stocking bill at Beachland Estate in Amodofin. He said the barge container terminal would improve connectivity, create jobs, enhance commerce, decongest existing ports, increase government revenue, and boost infrastructure development in the area. The Permanent Secretary, represented by Mr. Lcci Adedoyi, a Deputy Director, said the project being handed by Beachland Concilion Limited was to develop a barge bonded container terminal at Beachland Estate, Ibafon. He said an environmental impact assessment had been conducted and the meeting was to seek the input and support of the community toward the project. Omobolaji said the meeting was organized by the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources to create awareness of the environmental impact assessment report and encourage the participation of the host communities and the public in the location of the project. A group in Northern Youth Council of Nigeria has warned against the federal government planned removal of fuel subsidy, threatening that such a move would be restricted. While expressing its opposition to the proposed fuel subsidy removal, the group raised the concern over the potential impact of such move on already struggling economy and the Nigerian people. The president of the group, Lcci Abubakar, in a statement in Kaduna on Thursday, also expressed fears that any palliative measures put in place to cushion the effect of the subsidy removal will be looted by corrupt individuals, just like the COVID-19 intervention funds. Subsequently, the group called on the Nigerian government to reconsider its decisions to remove the subsidy, arguing that it would only lead to an increase in the cost of living for the average Nigerian, who is already struggling to make ends meet. They also urged the government to focus on implementing policies that will create jobs and stimulate economic growth. Lcci Abubakar said they cannot afford to have another round of hardship inflicted on the Nigerian people, especially the youth who are already grappling with high unemployment rates and a lack of opportunities. He warned that there would be severe political consequences on those who are aspiring to throw Nigerians into avoidable crisis. Despite the vast opportunities for success that access to the internet and technology provides for small businesses in Africa, less than 7% of micro-enterprises use technology for business, a new international finance cooperation World Bank research has shown. The report, which was released on Thursday, indicated that economists at the World Bank and IMF analyzed data from a survey of 3,325 micro-enterprises in 7 countries: Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Mozambique, Senegal, South Africa, and Tanzania. According to the survey, micro-enterprises that use smartphones and computers reported 2.8 times higher rates of productivity, 6 times higher sales levels, and 1.9 times the number of employees than non-users. The survey also showed that less than 7% of micro-enterprises say they use digital technologies for business. Elaborating on the factors responsible for the small share of business utilizing smartphones and digital technology, the IFC noted that 20% of respondents cited lack of access to high-speed internet as a reason for not using digital technologies.